EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over first down. At their own 29-yard line.
Hey, this is it. 19.
Here's Watson, option left. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
So don't say nothing.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That is incomplete.
Watson's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 14.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 40.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Alert! 22 is coming. 22's coming.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going for it. It's Watson, and he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 54 yards, and the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, it's Brees. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 1st down, Brees. And Cook has it, left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you'd gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Brees again. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. There goes Duke Johnson. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, 92 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Here goes 21. Watch the twitch.
Now Brees. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Set. 60 outlaw. Let's see what you got.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Texans 14, Saints 7. Will Lutz sets the kickoff.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Texans take over.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense? Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
They take to the air on the first play of the drive, and the pass just a little bit off there.
I thought there was some turbulence in the pocket there. Took him off platform, off schedule, unable to get set and make a nice throw.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 21 yards away. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And now out comes Houston. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 81 yards, and the Saints have taken the lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He finds Latavius Murray. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Breeze to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Check, check, check. Here we go, here we go.
To throw, it's Breeze. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start the second half with Kamara. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Alpha. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Switch.
On 2nd down and 4. Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Breeze now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Watson operating from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. Watson on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take out extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Watson now to throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. From the red zone now, Watson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. Now Breeze lost the football.
That's it. That's it. Big hit. Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Breeze now on 1st down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Able to shake him off. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, Hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of the formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Keith Kirkwood, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan, his 2nd sack of the night. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23.
About to make a play.